takes a few seconds. All right, yeah, we already got people in. All right, we are. Cool. Yeah, we're on. Just give some people time to get in. Sure. 1 second. All right. I'll send it to you. I'm gonna post it in the general Slack if you can see that in the general chat room. Or I can post it to your Skype if you want here. There you go. Got you. Yeah, I have some delay on for some reason. I'm not sure how to turn it off, but. Is Ralph muted? They're saying you're muted. Hold on. Filter. Alright, hold on. I think I'm gonna fix it. Alright. Alright, test speak. Nope. Alright, default.
Can you hear me?
Alright, good. Speak.
Hello?
You're on. Cool. Good. Alright, fixed. Giving a little bit of people time to get in anyway. Alright, yeah, go ahead and start talking. When people start asking questions, I will start pronouncing. You guys, this is any questions you have, you got us on air right now, so go ahead and shoot. The meme contest will be after our talk. So cool. Yeah, loud and clear. Great. Perfect.
Excellent. Let me just grab my water bottles here. All right. Well, greetings to everybody. It seems like every time we talk, there's been significant, changes in the market. Really, internally, it's pretty much the same path, but certainly every time that the intensity and the coin is growing, and basically what that does is it just equates to a lot more people being involved in the project. It also gives us more wings. So we have a path to where we want to go, but what's been happening is basically an indicator that the market expects us to be a world leader in fantasy sports. So we understand that. We thought it was going to take years, but because of the rise of NLC2, it's going to take a year, maybe less, maybe a little bit more. I fully expect that. Excuse me? Oh, never mind. All right, a couple of just quick announcements here. Really, it's been all about just getting everything ready, just getting all the small stuff out, making sure the big stuff is good, like payment processing and so forth. So announcement, Coin Payments, which is a merchant processing system, the community and everybody. Wait, you can't hear me?
I can hear you. I just had some background turbulence. You're good. Go on.
Okay. So Coin Payments is done. If you look at we are number one there in the voting. So I assume that that we're going to get on the list pretty soon, and we're actually using them to process our Bitcoin payments, and now we're going to have them as our merchant processing for our own coin, but we're actually going to use our own internal merchant processing, and it's very impressive because it's instant. It's the only coin that you can do this as far as we know. And let me just get the announcements, then I'll get to that, because I think that goes way outside the scope of fantasy sports, and it just it makes me realize that now this I don't want to, I don't like to talk about prices, but I do like to talk about top this, top 100. Now we're in the top 100. I think we may have a top 10 coin here, but all right. So we're in coin payments. We should be in the list pretty soon. So here's NLC2's position on that. We want other industries to say, hey, I want to use No Limit Coin for payment processing because it's such a fast coin that people can pay and be in and out or get their goods. And from our perspective, coin payments charges 0.5% for their processing. Well, we're going to rebate up to $1 million. So we're setting aside $1 million. Now I can say that, right? Easily. We're going to set it aside to pay 1% back to merchants that use it. So merchants that use it and pay 0.5% to coin payments are going to get 1% back. So in essence, it's going to be, they're going to make an extra 0.5%. So that's kind of like a side mention where now NLC must be looked at as potentially not just a coin for fantasy sports platform, but now it's a liquid coin that it circulates around the world, multiple exchanges. We're getting onto more, and now it can be used for merchant processing for other goods because it's so fast, and we're going to guarantee it. And something I've been writing about a lot, I remember when I was at is it Cryptopia, I believe, where they have their own coin. Yeah, they have their own coin called DOT, and you have to buy a certain amount, and then that's how you would pay. It was just kind of like a forced way for that coin to get some movement. And suddenly I get a message that says we're discontinuing DOT because there's been a lot of 51% attacks. And I started digging a little bit, and I saw that there's been a lot of 51% attacks at weak POW, proof of work coins. And if you think about it, I mean, you can just log into a mining site, and pick a weak coin. I mean, I don't want to encourage it, obviously. And you could say, okay, I'm going to buy, X amount of thousands of dollars of or Bitcoin of hash power, and basically overtake. And then if you have malicious intentions, you start moving duplicate transactions into the chain, and then just mess up the whole situation. So when I read that, I realize that the proof of a stake model is exquisite, brilliant. Sooner, okay, a salute out to you for having guided me that way. And everybody says, why are the transactions fees so low? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? There are no miners we have to pay off, right? The investors ourselves, we are the miners that are putting up the wallet and letting the network process everything, and the fees are infinitesimally very, very low. So that is, and I never thought about the fees because I never thought that we were going to get so quickly to a point where we're going to have an investment grade coin that can circulate not only in fantasy sports platform, but throughout the economy. And you provide a merchant platform that is virtually free and pays you back. I think it's is pretty much instant and guaranteed by us. If there were to be a hack, and we're going to put all kinds of controls in place, we'd back it up. So we'd be, FDIC on that one. All right. So I talked about the merchant. Visa, MasterCard's gonna be there for NFL on 9/7. So NFL is gonna kick off the dollar platform, NLFantasySports.com. Of course, CryptoFantasySports.com will already be rolling with soccer, and will continue the crypto path. And then, of course, the NL Fantasy Sports will go out into the dollar world and basically be there for everybody. And then we're going to obviously advertise to those players the fact that there's this other platform with this, other kind of new money that's out there, so forth. So that's going to happen. I just wired money to Time Warner for month 1. We're in production for a couple of ads. We've also got somebody doing digital ads. So, you know, we're ramping all of this up, all of this additional power that we're going to put into place, and in a matter of days, weeks, then months, you know, we're going to be a machine. We already are, and Dan is, you know, the conductor. He's conducting all of us, including me. And it's this big orchestra now, and it's going to just do what it's supposed to do. So I'm talking to Time Warner. I said, hey, do you have any infomercials? I mean, I just want to take some of those YouTube shows that Dan does. Maybe we're gonna have to use the beeper a little bit. No effing problem, dude. No problem. But I want to put this on national TV, and I know I've seen the post. Hey, TV's dead, and I get it. But you know what? I just want to be sitting there and see it because I think, you know, we've got to tap outside the crypto world. I think. I mean, people. You know, 100% of the people have to be in crypto. So I'm looking into that. We're talking to local bloggers all over the place. We're using NLC as a currency. That goes back to, oh, the owners have a lot. Yeah, we're using it, and we're going to use it right back into the industry. We're going to put bloggers everywhere to work. I was just on a chat yesterday with a blogger from China. Excellent. I sent him $500. I said, do it. He's like, $250 per blog, $1,200. I said, do it. Here's $500. I want 2. But you've got to translate in Chinese because he was only doing English. So we're doing that, and we've got. If you look at the website, NoLimitCoin.org, which came out fantastic. I thank Midsummer and of course Dan and the whole community. You know, I mean, way back when I was doing telecom, and that company was also that was doing really good. You know, my favorite thing was I had my own ad agency, and now it's like, you know that squared with all of these amazingly talented, creative, motivated part of the project people. That's the key. Yep. Everybody's already, you know, living the NLC 2 experience, and then so I just can't find, you know, a flaw in this in terms of a business case. All right, so China. I mean, you know, we're going in there. You know, we're dropping hundreds of dollars a day. I think I did 200 or 300 a day to start in China. Here we're going to do probably 1,000 or 2, and then we're going to ramp that up on TV. So I would say to this, everybody's asking me, what's it like? What do you feel? I said, what's it like? It's just basically a lot of people saying we will be the premier fantasy sports platform. And to be able to accommodate such a market, you have created this elastic piece of value to be able to accommodate. And by providing the liquidity and the volume, everybody's going to come in here. They're going to feel just fine. The big gamblers are going to feel just fine, you know, doing heads-up stuff for $5,000 and $10,000, and us charging them, you know, 2.5%, even 1% when it's super huge. So. So from that point of view, and you know, we're fixing a lot of the little things. The team's helping us find stuff. I appreciate that. We're getting through all of the little things that we got to get ready. So, you know, 8/11 is not the end. It's really the beginning, and we're going to treat this weekend kind of like a little beta, and then because advertisement is ramping up slowly over next week, we've got, you know, our at Not Dan, he's our community Facebook, you know, guru expert. He's doing tests all over the world. We split up the markets rather than just one big market and say go. We split up the markets, and he's doing tests to evaluate where he's getting the most bang for his buck. And he's got all kinds of results already, and then we're going to go ahead and follow that up with actual digital advertisement. And on top of that, I want to start talking to local markets. And yes, we all agree TV is kind of dead. You can't measure it. It's not an instant, you know, click here, register, boom, you're in. But crypto is so powerful that people will do whatever they need to do I've done stuff on localbitcoin.com, and sometimes they'll go and deposit, and like, okay, you gotta take a picture of the receipt, put a selfie, write down the receipt, all these requirements for people to buy crypto, and they still will go out and do it. So all of those things point to No Limit Fantasy Sports now has a world platform in terms of not just the game that can reach the whole world, but people and the coin to provide an investment grade vehicle to move money very efficiently, very fast. And I don't want to be fumbling with the process here, but you'll see that, and I'm going to do a little demo, put it up the video just so I don't have to be logging in and all that while I'm talking to the group, to show you how fast NLC is going to move from our wallet into the game and then back out. And yes, I've got a couple of transactions left, but we're going to get to that, and then we're going to flip the switch in terms of automated for out also. But that's a little more delicate. All right, I don't want to take up too much of the time. It's exciting. Yes, it is. And yes, every leg up is basically a message to me, to all of us, to the competitors, to the market, that we are expected to reach big market coverage in terms of fantasy sports. So that's our view. It just becomes much narrower focus, much more laser focus with more resources, which means that we are adding resources to the team. I mean, basically as we speak. So if you have questions or comments.
Well, let me see what everyone's saying. All right, I gotta scroll up. Wow, got a lot of people asking. All right, try to keep it to questions, guys, so I don't have to scroll through a big wall of text. All right, Kendo Bell. The coin payments, like you just said, it should be soon. We're the #1 voted, so we should be on there before too long. Alan, how will we track if people sign up through our affiliate link? Yeah, you want to touch on that up?
Yes. You will have basically an ID. Well, when somebody registers under your affiliate link, it's automatically there. It doesn't change. But later we can actually do modifications to where, like, everybody's been emailing, hey, I want to be in Dan's group, I want to be in Dan's group. And yes, you do want to be in Dan's group, because on Friday we're going to put an add-on on everybody in Dan's group. And if you're in Dan's group, or you're expecting to be in Dan's group and didn't get the add-on, no problem. Don't shoot me. Yeah, don't send me some spyware or whatever. Yesterday I saw it. I'm like, oh no, because I've got this pristine computer that I won't even click on a link almost. But you'll get on there, and yes, I've got all the emails from everybody. We're gonna, I've got somebody helping me, so I'm putting in assistant. So I'm starting to, build the infrastructure. But you're gonna get the add-on, and you'll get all your tracking done perfectly. And the first commission will be paid at the end of the NFL season. So we're just going to accumulate throughout the season. But you will be able to see all of your affiliates under you. And my goal is to develop marketing tools for the individuals. It will probably be a first where you have a lot of control over your own affiliates in terms of communicating with them. Maybe you want to create a private contest. Maybe we talk about it, we negotiate, and we issue some NLC add-on to your private contest and just drive your group insane, and that kind of thing, right? So that's where we are, and I don't need to scream. I know there's a lot of people, but all right. So we're there with I don't know if everybody's seen, that we're there in terms of, let me share my screen. So share screen, start. So we can see that there's NLC 2, of course, in first position. so they're gonna add us as a coin pretty soon, and that's a positive thing. Here's the game. Here's like my favorite part of the whole game. This part, which is the player view, because here's some soccer players. Of course, you could go to the Premier League. The reason we don't have Spanish players this week, I believe they're playing maybe some contest or something. I gotta check, but there's MLS. There's the Spanish league, and you can actually say, okay, I want just Club America or Necaxa or any team. There's the TJ team, and you can pick by your own team. But what I love about this page is that we link you to a news page. Here, let's get some famous guys in here. Of course, we know Messi, right? Oh, but we gotta do all players. So Messi. Maybe he's not. Oh, he's from Spain and he's not playing this week. All right, one of the few I know. But anyway, there's then you go and you go to the video link, and now you've got all this fresh video for that player. Yeah, we can hear that. So I like that a lot because you could do your research. There's a lot of hidden secrets in video clips. You could look at players, how motivated they are. I mean, that's how serious fantasy is getting right now. So we're giving everybody the tools and the quick window into all the information rather than us trying to recreate information sites. That's very, very complicated. Of course, Facebook. So there's this guy's Facebook page. And maybe my computer's not, should be pretty fast. Let's get Alexis Sanchez. So it'll actually bring you, multiple if there's some of them. So, we're still, and then you've got the Twitter, and I like really this one a lot, which is basically a link to when the games are going to play. And you can actually go into this website, and I'm talking to them because I want to maybe embed their players into our website and be able to see the games. But at this point, at least you could come here and say, you know what, I want to watch this game. So you go, you do your thing, and yeah, you got to pay a little bit. But you can actually go and watch games from around the world, and everything's linked right here. So I really love this page. We're going to also recreate it for the NFL, and I just wanted to show that. There's my teams, but I got to update them. And we're basically my account, and people ask me all the time, where's the referral link? So there it is, referral link, and then you basically get your link here. It'll pop up, and then you can share it. So you can see. I've got all the notifications from Slack. I love them. All right, so that's it. Of course, I've got to, do my own thing. We can see all the prices here. We've seen that. So I'll get back to yeah. All right, so any other questions?
Oh, yeah, there's tons of questions. We'll move on. Michael Johnson, question. Considering how regulations in the different states of America made it difficult to run the platform, there and since we intend to expand around the world, it's a two-parter, it looks like. In what other countries is the platform prepared to run in and still comply to all the laws and regulations right now? India has recently legalized Bitcoin with a very big population.
That's an excellent question. We, of course, are following the local rules in the United States, and that's why we've got about 25 states that now we can't run the pay-to-play, and that includes crypto. So we see crypto as money in terms of not wanting to operate in the states that are prohibited. But I just wrote our attorney. I said, all right, we're going into 10 states. Do it for us. So now we're moving in that direction because NLC has given us that platform and that ability to go in there and spend a little money to get that. So we're going to move in that direction in the United States, but we still have 25 excellent states to work with from day one. And outside the United States, we have, yes, we're going to analyze a lot of the markets. In terms of Europe, we're looking at Malta. That's a license that could cover us for the whole European markets. And so we're going to pretty much leave it open. We're also going to leave it open for China with crypto. We're going to watch and monitor local legal laws, and if there's very specific regulation on books, then we're going to pull back and maybe introduce just the no-cost fantasy sports platform. But at this point, we're going to go in there because everybody's so behind crypto and declaring if it's money, if it's not money, what is it. So at this point, we're just going to run the platforms, but we are very, very sensitive towards laws, and we're going to make sure that if there are markets that are delicate and sensitive towards fantasy sports and they don't consider it what it is considered in most other markets, a game of skill, then we can worry about all of that. But because we do fall into that game of skill category, this is what has allowed fantasy sports to be legal in the United States and many other places, and it's basically our cover. So, but to answer the question, absolutely, we want to comply with all the laws. I would love to go into Malta and get a license that covers us for the whole European Union, so that will probably be something we want to do. And in terms of a lot of other countries, there's not really a lot on the books. I mean, if somebody comes up and says, "Hey, you can't do this over here because A, B, and C," we're gonna pull back and say, "All right, here's the no-cost fantasy sports platform." And I suggest anybody in the States that are blocked out right now from the crypto, I suggest you go to the no-cost fantasy sports site. There's going to be some free rolls for a few NLCs, and at least you can play it that way. Also in the states that require licensing in the United States, and we weren't doing that because each one's going to be $5 or $10 grand, but now now we're players, and now we can do that, and we will do that, and we're doing that. So that's, I've got our attorney, boom, I want 10 states to start, move on it, and the faster the better. I got guys from different states saying, I need to play this, and I'm like, okay, I'm on it. So that's where we are. It's an excellent question. It's probably the most important subject for me, because there's no point in risking everything, for small things. So we're definitely very conscious that we operate in a fuzzy gray line that some people want to call it gambling. Other people are saying it's not. It's a game of skill. So we understand that, and we also want to operate for a long time, have longevity, and that means operating within the rules, and that's exactly what we're doing. So, excellent question.
Excellent question, Michael. All right. Next one, Jason Kramer. No, he just says props to Rafael for increasing the server capacity. Cool. Props to Rafael. For
it's totally exciting. It was basically an 8 gigabyte 2-core, and that was supposed to be big, right? That was called large or something like that. But our network manager, excellent. He's great. I told him, give me the quote. So we went up 3 levels. And it's almost like, okay, I want to go up, but it's almost like a coin, you want it to go to this, and now you want it to go to that. So I guess, but yeah, no, you can feel the total difference. I even gave the developers like an extra large server, instead of $80 a month, 300. Yeah, I know it's a lot of money, but you know what? You have to be able to test in your environment because it's very important. So everything's improving, and on top of that, we're setting up. I mean, I'm not giving a lot of information away, but there will be a completely redundant system. I mean, in the absolute incredible event that servers go, you've got this mirror system. We're actually going to test it in the middle of when there's action, but that's going to be in place. So we've got Cloud A, and now we're going to have Cloud B, a mirror image of each other. So that's just internal stuff. But yeah, it's pretty exciting when the network manager comes back and says, "All right, your servers," and then you start clicking, and everything just like bam, it races. I mean, you know, it's a lot of code, obviously, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But once you put the monster machines on there, boom, it's just flowing, and we should have all the new logos. I thought we had them, but I guess, you know, we're working on them. So if it didn't get done last night, then it'll get done tonight. And we're going, you know, I'm driving these guys, you know, 12 hours a day. But I realize that even if your project is worth 10 million or 50 or whatever, you still need to sleep. By the way, no, the logo's there. I don't know if you guys have seen, but the logo is there. Let me share again. Mm-hmm. Let me share. You can see. Oh, there's my admin site. Okay, so there's the winning logo. It's very nice. It's beautiful, and it's, you know, we still have to. Yeah, we got to fix that one. Yep, we got. Oh no, that's wrong. Control F5. There it is. Cool. And there you go. There's your landing page, and then we log in, and then there's that, and I want to show the no cost fantasy sport. I haven't seen that in a little bit. Okay, so no limit fantasy sport. Oh, look at that! Look who's the advertiser, and now I'm talking like you, Dan. Little bit. Check out the advertisement on the side. Yeah, I know you don't like advertisement. Well, you're gonna play no cost fantasy sports. Look, he put the one with the chips in the cards. Lovely. No, we can't have that. That's fine. It looks nice. Yeah, we're not a gambling site, but there it is. The sole advertiser on no cost fantasy sports, and this is gonna get a lot of play, because precisely going back to the question a little bit ago, that wherever we lock down the system, where we restrict it, you're still going to be able to play our fantasy sports brand. We don't want to leave anybody out. Yeah, you're not going to be able to play for the huge NLC amounts, because you can't put any in, but you will get a few out and you'll get exposed. And that's really what we want, right? The value that we want out of this is for people in Texas and in states that are right now restricted. They'll look at this and say, well, what's this no limit? You know, because they can go and buy NLC and become a part of the community. So, you know, we're good with that. And just for that, we're gonna bring them in, and those. Look at those beautiful ads, all done by the community. Very exciting. I mean, this is like textbook. I don't even think they teach this at Harvard. So, all right. So, cool. I would do the NLC deposit demo, but I don't want to be like, you know, I'm not a good multitasker. I mean, I like to just do one thing, and yeah. So. All right, so we can stop. All right, so next question. Do we have
X Simi? When is the paper wallet for No Limit Coin 2 expected to come out?
You know what? We had it for NLC 1, and it's there, and it's very cool. And if I go and look for it, it's very cool, because it's basically, you know, that paper wallet generator that everybody's seen, and then it's got a drop down, and basically there it is, No Limit Coin. But because we moved over to NLC 2, I think that might have, you know, gotten left towards the end. But I'm going to talk to Sooner OK and make sure that we've got that done. Like, I'm going to write it down and make sure that that gets done. Yeah. Cool. These days, who has pens around, right? So yeah, we got to get that paper wallet. I wanna actually have some of that, and you know, we're moving stuff to cold storage, inaccessible to basically a bank safety deposit box. So we're going to move a big block into there, you know, just get it out of here, right? I mean, so yeah.
Cool. Excellent. All right.
That's,
Lenny Chen, question. In light of the recent and publicized attacks against cryptocurrency wallets, how does the team intend on convincing the general public that their no-limit coins are safe?
That's an excellent question, and it's probably I haven't been talking more about any other subject. I think I just talked about it a couple of minutes ago. You have to ask: is that now? Obviously, Bitcoin is not. It's impossible for Bitcoin to have a 51% attack because there's tens of millions of computers all over the world. But on small coins, yes, there's certain vulnerabilities that are existing and are coming out right now in that proof of work model where people are giving the option to go and mine, because what happens is I can go and just buy incredible amounts of hash power with one click. There's all this cloud mining going on. So if there's 5 terahashes on a coin, I could go in there and buy 25 terahashes and basically overpower the whole mining community. And if I have a malicious intent, I could go in there and introduce transactions into the blockchain, confirm them myself. You know, that whole double spend thing that is not supposed to happen with crypto. So as we sit here, we realize, and we knew this from before, because Sooner OK told me, this is why you're going to stay with a proof of stake only, because your wallet is your network, and there's no way for your blockchain to be attacked in a 51% attack. It didn't mean anything to me back then. Now it's huge. Add to that the low cost of the fees. We talked about it. So from the blockchain point of view, I think we've got something that is even more impenetrable than a chain that uses proof of work, because of the reasons I described. So I feel very good about the security of the actual blockchain itself. Of course, individually, we all have, you know, we're all responsible for our own coins, and we just have to watch them really well and make sure we take all of the steps and do backups and even paper wallets and test them. So yeah, it's virtual money. You know, I mean, we hear about hacks every single day, and you know, knock on whatever. So that's where we have to always be much more vigilant. The more valuable the coin, the more vigilant we all have to be. So just be careful. You know, triple check your addresses, the first 2 letters and the last 2, because I read somebody sent some Ethereum to the wrong wallet or something like that, and I think they lost a bunch of Ethereum. So it's just unsettling for things like that to happen, or a hack. So just, yes, security is a big issue. Everybody's responsible to learn about it, and I hope you guys do, especially with NLC now the way it is.
Yep. All right, Roger Chibe, I'm so stupid. I sold 75,000 coins on the 5th of August. Ouch. Not a question though. Michael Johnson, question: Since there will be a way to buy No Limit Coin 2 in the game, will there also be a way to sell No Limit Coin 2 for Bitcoin? Well, yeah, on the exchanges.
On the exchanges, right? We can't be an exchange because that entails a lot of additional regulation. As a many transferer, we're just gonna basically sell the coin. So you're gonna have to decide if the deal makes sense. We pretty much prefer all the action to be at the exchanges,
of course,
but we're gonna have that ability for you to come and we're gonna sell the coin at 10% over the exchange, because that's gonna be our profit, really, because that 100% of that 100% is going back into the NLC purchases of that day.
And then you're going to go and buy it, eventually have to buy it off the exchanges, and that 10% is going to allow you to do that because you can buy off the exchange and charge 10%.
That's exactly.
And yeah, so I mean, it's just
exactly how we're going to circulate. Like we'll take 1 million coins or 2, and then we're going to circulate the same 2 million coins like that. But from the exchange, we have to go get them in the exchange, and then we sell them to the people. We get money, go back to the exchange, and you'll see the action. You'll see it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Lori Stevens, when will the iPhone wallet be ready?
Right. That's definitely one of the subjects we want to do. Now, I have to clear something up. Neither the iPhone wallet in the form of an app, because right now you can still you can use your iPhone and you can use the web wallet because it is responsive and it'll work pretty good or great actually. So that works now. In terms of the app, yeah, that's something that we have on the list. We're going to do it, but I have to remind everybody that you can't stake through your phone. Neither the Android nor the iPhone wallet will stake, because the whole point of staking is you need serious CPU power to crunch the blockchain, to keep the. I mean, people have seen how long the blockchain takes to sync the first time. Yep. So the app is just going to be, a cool app. But right now, you can move your coin, you can log in with your iPhone, no problem. So you can go there right now to the web wallet. But yes, if you're asking if we are going to come up with the app for iPhone, absolutely. And not just that, we've got somebody from the community that's already participating in this. So it's an excellent setup because it's people from the same community. You don't have to explain anything. They're explaining to me, they're telling me, I don't see this and that. I'm like, perfect, I got it, right? So, yeah.
Okay. John Appleseed, will the website be able to handle high traffic? I would hate for it to be super slow on the first day. Yeah, Ralph just nailed that out of the park with the 3 levels raised in the server space. So it sounds like we have overkill. So we should be good, John.
Hey, if you experience a little bit of slowness, I mean, you just tell me, and I'll get into the cloud servers, and I'll, bump that thing. Yeah, because I mean, the cloud services will give you. I mean, you could basically have as powerful a machine as you want. So we could keep increasing the size until the end of time. Until the end of money, really. So, we can increase more. I mean, just give the word. But right now, 32 gigabytes, 8 cores. That's a big machine. But if we have to double that, we can do that. So please watch out for that. And if it's not absolutely like smooth like butter, tell me, because it's got to be absolutely fast. And with the benefits of cloud computing, these days, I mean, in the old days, it'd be 6 months of planning to buy a server, and then by the time you bought it, it was obsolete. Now it's beautiful, right? Just click, click, click. I've got a monster server, so no problem there.
Perfect.
And the code is optimized. The code is optimized, and what was a little slow last year, and we fixed that, is the live view. That's the coolest in terms of the game, because you're watching the game, and as points get scored, they start showing up on all the different teams, and you can see where you are in the place, and you can see how the teams move up or down. So that was one that was a little slow, but we optimized the code, we increased the server size, and now we've increased it 3 levels. So I think it's going to be great in that aspect.
Perfect. If it needs to be better, it will be.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip over some of the comments, guys, and go to questions. Although I always read what Burger Hold says. No limit coin to up to 250 wallet nodes. We are breaking records. Awesome. That's good news.
Wow. I was, I was like, I used to watch it, and yeah, I mean, 100 and 250. That's really what the professional investors look at. That's one of the huge indicators. So to have a network with 250 nodes processing its blockchain is excellent.
Perfect. Okay, let's see. Faisa Jamal, how can I buy this? You can buy it on Yobit, CSEX, Nova Exchange, Cryptopia, Coin Exchange, more to come. I think I left out one, but those are all good.
And we're trying to get into 2 exchanges in China. A couple of them wanted $1 million. I just like, well, okay, pass. But there's a couple of them that we're talking to right now, and we're just gonna keep getting into as many exchanges that make sense. Certainly, yes. I'm sure there's a question in there about this for Bittrex, right?
Yes, yes.
So yeah, we're all kind of. I haven't gotten, I haven't swung around to like, okay, guys, because I do have an email open with them, and they've been telling me, well, we don't, we let the community voice their interests, and then we look at that. But I do have that email, so I'm going to go back to him and say, hey, you've seen there's a lot of community participation and interest in the coin. You've got to have a coin that is surging. That's a potential, top 10 or 20 coin. 600,000, I think yesterday. I mean, it's a real coin with real liquidity in a real that has created a real economy. So they have to definitely sooner or later consider our coin. So I think that we just have to keep up the pressure. We're also going to try to keep up the pressure on Poloniex, and we're also looking at the smaller regional exchanges, specifically in China. And I do believe there's a China component in NLC, because our representative there, Dotan, he's beating the door downs, and he's showing me all the posts that he's doing, and so he's doing a lot. And I trade a lot with him, Bitcoin, way before this, and then he brings all of the big buyers, and we talk about NLC, and I send him 100 or a couple hundred. Where can I buy more? So there's definitely a China component, but we want a big China component, because the cryptocurrencies is got huge interest over there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Jared Pence. I want to ask about Michigan specifically. Why can't I play FanDuel and DraftKings? Is it because No Limit Coin 2 is a cryptocurrency?
No, it's because Michigan is a state with licensing, and we haven't processed the licensing for all the states that do need licensing, while DraftKings and FanDuel did process it, and now they can operate. But we're right there. Michigan is one of the states that our attorney is going to do. Maybe I can surprise everybody before the end of the season with opening up the state. And I mean, I apologize for that, but we've only had the new world of NLC2, the new visibility, the power this last month. Mm-hmm. So all of that is getting ramped up. But the answer is because they've gone through the licensing process and spent 10,000-15,000 to get in there, mm-hmm. and we haven't. But the order's been given on our end. We want to be into all the states now. We'll invest the money that is needed, and soon we'll be in Michigan. That's for sure. Cool. That's for sure. Excellent. Yeah.
Okay. Chronics. Question for me: is there an ETA on the new website? Seeing as how close it is to soccer is being released, it would be good to see the design, implementation, and get feedback as given. I'll answer this one. Basically, we just had the website. You can go to the site right now and see the new design on the website. Everything is 100% community driven, from the pictures on the site, from the logo. Everything is voted on by the community. We all chip in, and shout out to Martin, shout out to Michael, shout out to Burger Hold, shout out to Black Pluto. I can't say all the names because it would take an hour. That's how many contributors we have. And yeah, Ralph's showing it right now. You can see, it's one of the best looking crypto sites I've seen. You get all the information you could possibly need. Sleek, roadmap, white paper is going to be released at the latest.
Soon.
Very, 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 very soon. It's already done. We want it to be.
Yeah.
And so everything's getting a makeover. Everything's being picked apart right now. So basically, they say if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's not my motto. I'm saying if it can be better, then it's good as broken. So right now we're picking apart everything. We have an improvements room, getting the Slack pick apart everything. This is one of the very few communities where you can talk to the heart. Your concerns get addressed. It goes to the core of the team. We have votes. Your word actually matters. So if Chronics, if there's something that you think can be upgraded or can be fixed, hell, get into the improvement rooms. And it's also a good way to earn some no limit coin because we're paying people by the hour who are helping with the improvements. So definitely get in there. I could knock that one out of the park because I've been heavily focused on the design, trying to take some pressure off of Ralph. Blake, I'm gonna read a few.
Thank you for all the pressure. Thank you. Any day you wanna put our coin and bring it up to wherever it is, you're welcome to do it. So, but at the end of the day, we're doing a job, and yes, even with the huge numbers that we're looking at right now, etc., it's still a job we have to do, and we've got to get it done. There's our excellent team, and I'll go down the list. See right here, Dotan, he's working the China market. I mean, he's working it hard. He's cool, Jack. He's in San Diego. Here's a couple of guys in our brewing hot ad agency. Those guys are our outside ad agency because essentially we've got some guys from within the group. Sooner, okay, he's a cryptography legend. He's also the creator of Verge, and they're also in the top 100. There's Nicola. There's everybody, and we're going to be adding. I mean, anybody that does collaboration is going to get onto this. So you want to get onto this list? No problem. Just bleed, work your ass off for the project. I mean, really, for the love of it, and you'll get on this list. So I'd love to see it huge. So yeah, there's no cost fantasy sports, man. Look at that. Look at those ads.
Excellent. I'm going to answer a few more questions. Ralph, I'm going to ask you a favor. If you want to share the Slack on your screen and bring up the mem contest room.
Where is it?
Somebody in the... Here, I'm going to go ahead and type it into the Slack for you. 1 second. There's so many rooms to unlock that you have to enter them before they show up to the left. I'm not exactly sure how to get them to show up automatically, but...
some of my guys have been going in there and then they can't find rooms. I'm not sure, but they finally get there. So I got big GitHub lab now.
All right, it's posted in general. Posted in general. Hell, okay. I found a room the other day. I stumbled into a room. I didn't even know it existed. I was like, how long has this room been in here? So there's rooms I don't even know that exist. So it's like
and this is like an addiction, I mean, I want to answer every single question, every single comment. And then, I know that, I don't know if I did right or not yesterday, on Obit, on Yobit, I'm looking, and there's some trash talking. So I go in there and get to their level. I don't know if it's a good idea. It doesn't look like a good idea, but then, hey, I just want to show, look, we're here to answer the questions, totally transparent, and we're not afraid to face down, all the trash talkers and stuff like that. All right, so where's
commitment? How many other CEOs are fucking defending their coin? And
hey, if you,
I mean, that shows true passion and true commitment, in my opinion.
If you approve for me to continue, I felt bad also because there's that guy trash talking us, but then. The thing's at 84, and I'm thinking, So I get in there, I start talking, the thing drops to, 75. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know. Shit, Dan's going to kill me. Raphael! Yeah, no, so I don't know, All right, I can't find,
all the way at the bottom. Go all the way to the bottom. And it'll say MeMe contest all the way at the bottom.
Okay, all the way.
Excuse me. Yeah, I just posted it, so it'll be the newest message.
Yeah, I
have not entered the MeMe contest room as except from the first day. So a lot of these are gonna. Yeah, there's a lot of. We get a lot. There you go. No, all the way at the bottom. You're good.
Okay.
You're going backwards. God. Yep. And there you go. Click on that, and we have entered.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I am gonna make my big ass head smaller so people can see. All right, I'm going to read a few more questions, guys, and then we're going to go ahead, and we're already at an hour, and we got so many memes. I've been calling it meme, but guess what, guys? For the people who corrected me, you know how you say mem in Spanish? Meme, guys. So I was just speaking a little bit of Spanish for you guys. I wasn't saying it wrong. I'm going to answer one more question. Damn it, Burgerhold! I have to read everything you say. Richless has a lot of wallets with coins for the game. All right, I'm like entering a. I'm being rude and entering a private conversation in the thing. One more question. Lori Stevens. What happens when the exchanges are sold out of No Limit Coin too? I know you answered me, but I'm not. I'm sure others are curious. So, when the demand for No Limit Coin 2 becomes so great, and it's just all sold out of exchanges in this hypothetical situation, what would happen? Kind of an extreme question.
You know, at some point, it has to stabilize, and whatever the actual true circulation of that is willing to circulate is circulating. It's going to find a price, and because of the nature of Dan's team, I mean, I think he handpicked what he calls his whale pit. It's a funny name. Yeah,
whale pit.
Funny when I heard that.
Whale pit. Most are anonymous. Anonymous whale pit.
It's amazing. It's amazing to see the strength of people. I mean, it's very hard to hold on from 1 to 2, from 2 to 4. Everybody wants to lock in a winner and say, "Honey, I made money today." Yep. You feel good about it, but there are times when doing nothing is the best result. And yes, just like all of us, we feel bad. We feel sorry for friends of ours that may have sold, early and sold into 50 or 80 or 100 or even 20. But I commend the people that have held on. And people say, "Are you going to sell? Are you going to sell?" I said, "No, I'm just going to enjoy this thing and ride it to." Mm-hmm. So that's where we all are, and if the coin needs to be $1 because of that situation, then at some point it's gonna level out. I mean, it can't just go up, because there is a lot of guys. Everybody thinks there's more than 150 million circulating. Okay, more.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there's very tiny fraction.
No, but what I'm saying is nobody's letting go. That is the true sign of a valuable coin. If there was, 5 coins out there, you could understand it, and the question person would be correct. There's no supply, ladies and gentlemen. There is supply, just nobody's gonna let it go, and that's exactly where value is created. And at some point, it's gonna find a floor, and then it's gonna stabilize, and it's not gonna happen until the supply and demand match up. So it's true. It's true, and no, I'm not gonna let any. We're buyers. We're not buyers.
Oh, yeah, I've been buying it all up. I mean,
I know that.
Every time my new videos, people all are hearing dink, dink, dink. I'm basically getting a little FOMO myself in the sense that, think about this, guys. If you bought in an No Limit Coin a month ago and you were staking every day, you were getting what? I think it's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 600% gains. Right. While compounding each day, free coin that's just going up rapidly. So to sell a coin that you're getting free daily if you're staking, compounding each day, getting more and more and more, while it's rapidly going up in value. I mean, there's I see the Dan one, the MeMe. All right, let's get to the meme contest. Go ahead and scroll at the top, and we'll hey, everyone start voting now. Winner at the end of this. There's a lot of them, so we're probably going to keep the voting probably still going after the live just to make it a little bit fair. But we're gonna go over them live now.
Hey, that first one from Lou Bell is pretty good.
Yeah,
look at that.
I'm in there myself. Okay. Now my Slack logo. That's good. They're gonna give you up. You slow down just a little bit.
Okay, sure.
Civilized discussion among financial investors. Oh no, here comes the crypto owners. That's pretty creative.
Really, to have a serious discussion about this it's really happening. Yesterday we all wanted to be Wall Street. Oh, I wish I'd be a hedge fund manager. Overnight, suddenly it's like that's not cool, and now we all want to be Dan and know crypto and be in crypto and all of that, right? So we're here. I like that one.
Yeah, I like this one a lot too. All right, Buy no limit coin too. No, I'll wait for the dip. Oh, that's good. I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
When you told your friends to hold no limit coin too. Oh, that's good too. These are fucking awesome. Now, how do you do, fellow no limit coin 2 holders? Dear sweet baby Jesus, make no limit coin 2 be $1 when I wake up.
Yeah.
No limit coin 2 holder, standard issue. Balls of steel. I like it. All right. For a good time, get you some crypto, fantasysports.com, and some 3 penis wine. I'm not sure what that means, but it's funny. Y'all got any more of those 500? I like that one. I like that one a lot. I sold my cage coin for some ballin' ass no limit coins. One Faz. Shout out to One Faz. That's old school. Somebody must have watched one of my original videos about cage coin. I got some nostalgic value there. No, he says that one's for you, Dan. Thank you, One Faz. Gentleman.
You had me at NLC too. That's a good one.
God, these are also good. I gotta. Oh wait, I'm trying to click the like button through the screen. Can't do that. Yo, bit chat. What do you do with no limit coin 2? Hold on, let me zoom in. Sell at 100 sats. Buy on a dip. Hold and become millionaires. Shows one guy jumping off the roof. No limit coin 2 gangsters. All the single ladies. Now get your no limit coin 2. All right. No limit coin 2 is silky smooth. You sold at 100 Satoshi, but that is none of my business. I was waiting for the Kermit one. I had to be.
Kermit's good. That one's good, and I like that tea, so it makes me want to go get some tea. So
yeah, I need some tea too. No limit coin 2 prices are too damn high. They got the preacher preaching. You wish you hold at 100 Satoshis no limit coin 2. Don't you, Squidward?
Oh my God, this is an absolute. Whoever did that, I just want you to tell you that this house is like absolute SpongeBob. And you know, my youngest child is 11. We still let's watch SpongeBob. It's actually an incredible show. All right.
They did hold no limit coin 2. People laughing. That's good.
Wait, that's Reagan right there.
Oh yeah, that is Reagan.
Ronald Reagan, great president.
All right. Holding no limit coin 2, selling no limit coin 2 at $1, selling no limit coin 2 at 100 Satoshi. I can't read that small text.
I can do this. Cool. Okay, so
selling no limit coin 2 at 50 Satoshi to buy Dodge, so your coin can be a meme, but you can be. This is all right. Hold on, I got this one's some next level shit. All right, holding no limit coin 2 shows a brain. Selling no limit coin 2 at $1. Okay, selling no limit coin 2 at 100 Satoshi. Selling no limit coin 2 at 50 Satoshi to buy Dodge, so your coin can be a meme, but you could be making no limit coin 2 a meme by participating in a meme contest for Dan. Jesus, got all that out. Okay, I appreciate the effort. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and start clicking them. I should have told you to do it. All right.
Oh yeah, I should have done. Do you want me to go back? Whatever.
We're good. Yeah. So Uncle Rico, no limit coin 2 is the best thing that ever happened to me. That's pretty good. What is that from? Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite.
Big Rig.
Oh, okay. Let's go down. Let's see what this one is. Oh, look how cute. I sold at 100 Satoshi. Oh no, it's retarded. That's kind of mean, guys. I don't like using that word, but that was funny. Frantically trying to buy no limit coin before it goes any higher. Yeah, that was me yesterday, actually. That was me like the last 2 days.
Oh my gosh.
No, I know that coin for future teller right there. So like 500. Oh yeah, that's gotta hurt.
Oh man, I haven't smiled this much in a long time.
No, I could too, my motherfucker. It's high as a fuck.
Alright.
Alright. Okay, that's good. That's a good non-Hitler one. Invest in no limit coin 2, not war. There you go. Good message. Remember, children, I made more no limit coin 2 money last night than your father did last year.
You know what? I have a cousin, and he might watch. I have a cousin. He's a physicist. And he bought a little NLC way back, and he's like, dude, I'm a PhD. I spend years doing this, and I end up making my money because you're my cousin? Hey, hey, you want to trade? I'd love to have a PhD. She's like, sure, I'll trade. I'm like, yeah, better not.
I take that back. Yeah. Got me a Lambo with no limit coin 2. Now I can get to Rihanna faster and punch her in the face. I don't condone woman battery. But good effort. When no limit coin goes over 9,000 Satoshi. Oh, Ahmet. That's like, he's gonna go down in legendary as the most legendary troll. I think he was the original dumper at 50 Satoshi. I think he was, and ever since we have like an enemy for life.
That's the guy.
Yeah, that's the guy.
That's the guy I was chatting with last night.
It's his job. He's there every day. Yeah, that was a good one. Do you remember the time when you had to go to the exchange to buy No Limit Coin because the website was sold out? I was talking about the ICO when the ICO sold out so fast.
That was crazy.
All right,
talk about selling cheap.
Oh God, jeez, yeah. I met Vision. My name is Prince Abibi. I can't pronounce that. Every coin you sold too early looks like this. The world's first. Taking over the world one ICO at a time. Well, that technically can't win because it's not No Limit Coin 2 related. Just because my picture's in it doesn't mean it's No Limit Coin 2 related. But I love this. Thank you, but you're disqualified. Next.
Oh, there you are again. Oh,
all
wait.
Right, there we go.
Oh, he heard you.
Don't bother No Limit Coin to me. Excellent. Now you have a very good chance. I think that one might be popular. I hope.
Yeah.
All right. When Emmett tells me No Limit Coin will go to 1 Satoshi.
We're making this guy a little too famous, but all right.
Yeah. Tell his friends to buy No Limit Coin at 40 Satoshi. Doesn't gloat when they don't. That's funny. One does not simply sell No Limit Coin 2. When you sold at 200 Satoshis, so you troll buyers to hide the pain. Yeah,
there's that man.
Again, No Limit 2 coin gets me off. There you go. Fucking Superwoman. Us watching our Blockfolio.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, man. No Limit Coin 2 to the moon.
Nice.
Very nice. Watching the No Limit Coin sellers. More for me. So that 200 Satoshi 2 weeks later. Oh, man. No Limit Coin 2 breaking all-time high. That one's good. Very nice.
Oh, this is it, man. Super Friends. That's it. I used to watch Super Friends.
That's it. Superheroes.
This is it.
That's nice. You should have put me and Ralph and a couple of other faces in there, but you know what? It's good. That one's good. My girlfriend would vote for that one. No Limit Coin select logo. She likes Super.
Maybe your face is in there, and we didn't even notice it.
I didn't see it. Close to being a home run guy or woman. Lola Bell is a woman. That face you make when someone tells you to sell your No Limit Coin 2. What you talking about, Will? Never gonna give you up. Very nice. So you bought No Limit Coin 2, but you sold them before the NFL season even started.
That's a good one.
That's a really
good one.
The dude.
That's a smart one. We should advertise. We're gonna advertise. We're gonna use these.
We're gonna advertise the hell out of all these.
Yeah.
The good ones. When you sell your, going down. No Limit Coin 2 was silky smooth. Oh, that is Adam Sandler. Yeah, Adam Sandler got ripped. When you sell your No Limit Coin 2 and then the price triples. that horrible smile. Spearfishing, you know you're doing it right when. Just a shout out to one of my terms. Pay that man his No Limit Coin 2. Oh God, Rounders. If you haven't watched Rounders, it's an absolute must. I'm pretty good at the voice. Let me try. Pay that man his No Limit Coin 2. pretty close to KGB, I'd say.
By the way, talking about rounders, man, I totally. You know who's in that movie, right? You've seen Johnny Chan?
Oh yeah, I've seen Johnny Chan.
He's my friend. He's my partner in the previous poker venture. I should call him and get him into this, but
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
One back to back. No one's ever done that. It's unheard of. And then he got heads up for the third time, and Phil Hellmuth sucked out on
right. He's the only. He's the only one to ever win back-to-back World Series of Poker. And
he got there we met time, though. The third year in a row, he got heads up with fucking Phil Hellmuth. Yes. And that's how Phil Hellmuth got his name to fame. So he should have won. He should have won 3 times in a row, but Phil Hellmuth had pocket nines versus, I think it was his aces, might have been kings. And
dude, he's going to love you. I should call you know what?
I'm a pro poker player. I've been playing poker for
you know what I'm going to do next time? I'm going to call him later. You know, you know what I wanted to do on the air, and now it's getting way too long, but maybe next time we'll do that. Maybe try to get Joe Theismann on the phone and say, Joe.
On the phone. I'm not a Redskins fan, but I got love for.
Oh, come on!
Joe,
you
gotta. I got love for Joe. You can't. Hey,
Joe,
you gotta give respect, or you can't.
All right. Let's try it, man. Right here in front of everybody. It's probably not gonna. Let's finish the contest, and then we'll try calling Joe Theismann.
See, you guys never know. We might get a random Joe Theismann appearance.
All right, hold on. Let me finish because I want you to see my face when my jaw drops if he answers. So finish. Let's finish this. Okay. All right. Guys, so Founder's story, and I gotta get. I forgot. Because he likes money, right? So anytime I call him, he goes, Rafael, what do you got? How much? And now I got how much. So I'm gonna say, Johnny,
I got 25-cent no limit coin. Right.
I thought about Johnny Chan, but it's a little bit outside our thing, right? Poker. But I don't know. Maybe
Johnny Chan, though. I mean, I don't know. I love Johnny Chan. I think he could make anything good. He could sell Pepsi. I mean, he's fucking Johnny Chan.
He's amazing, and you know what? When he's doing sponsorship work, he's a pro. I mean, I drove him around. It was like, whoa, driving a celebrity around. All right.
Okay, cool. Okay. The guy's feelings on selling got 100 sets. No regrets. Yeah, that guy probably out of window by now. When you lose your no limit coin 2 wallet password, ouch. Shout out to Game of Thrones. That was an awesome episode, guys. We finally got to see the dragons. I've been waiting 7 seasons to see them. Okay, go to the next. Don't lose your wallet password, guys. That's sad. Tries to be cute and day trade no limit coins. Yeah, you can't. Good luck with that.
You can't day trade.
You can't, no.
I mean, you can, but actually you can. You know what? Keep an eye on the side exchanges. I've seen times where you could easily arb from one to the other. So actually, I correct myself, yeah. Well, this is certainly an interesting one.
Yeah, Yobit trolls be like... I don't think Yobit trolls have fine girlfriends, guys. Go out on a limb. Al Bundy. As I get older, my fantasy doesn't change. I still want 2 women at the same time, cooking and playing NoLimitFantasySports.com with me.
Woo, nice one.
Very nice ending. Wrap it all together. We got Dragon Ball Z. Trex, what does CMC say about the No Limit Coin 2 price? It's over 30 cents. Bitrix. No Limit Fantasy Sports.
What's this? Oh, FanDuel. FanDuel and Draft. Oh, this you gotta put this in. Oh, this is good.
Yeah, that's gold.
That's good.
Brace yourselves. No Limit Coin 2 launch is coming. Here you go.
That's right. Holding at 100.
Nothing. Oh yeah, there you go.
My Bitcoin
investing is down 16% this year. Only up $11. It's not a no limit coin too, though. I'm sorry, guys. You disqualified this one too, but good try.
That's it.
That's it. We're there. All right. Hey, get the voting. I'm gonna announce the winner. I'm gonna give a few hours after the show to vote because there was a lot of them. The one with the most single emotes wins. Now let's see if we can get Joe on the phone.
All right. Joe, hey, if I can't get him, don't give me a rough time. I don't know.
This is a free roll. This is a free. I wouldn't expect it.
Okay. I haven't called like in a long, so I don't know if the number's still any good.
Hello.
Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Hey, Joe Theismann, how you doing? Remember, it's Raphael Grossford. Remember, we had dinner in Vegas a couple of years ago.
Yes, Raphael, I do remember.
Hey, you're not going to believe this. Okay, you've probably heard of Bitcoin or something, right? The cryptocurrency?
Yes, I have.
Well, we created our own currency, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start crying, but it's $50 million market cap. I have a whole community that has supported me, and now we're going to launch, and guess what? Everybody wants you. And now I've got some serious money I can play with, and we want you on our platform to be the spokesman. We're one of the top coins in the world right now, Joe. Well, how have you been? I interrupted you. How have you been?
I've been good. And Raphael, I've got in about 5 minutes. I'm going to have to do a radio show, and then I can call you right back after that. But give me a synopsis of what's going on.
Well, like I said, the coin has taken off. A group of people got it, looked at it. His name's Dan. They got together, huge investors, and now it's all over the world. It's been trading yesterday. 2 months ago, the coin was worth $75,000 market cap. Now it's 50 million, and we hold a good chunk, so we can use it to attract talent like you. And it's time for fantasy sports to go mainstream with a figure like you. And I haven't even, people have been bringing me all kinds of other NFL ideas, and I said, no, I want Joe. Let's get this coin up there, and when it's up there, I promise you I'm going to call him. And I'm going to apologize in advance, Joe, but I'm actually in a live podcast right now, and you're being heard by a lot of people. So yeah. So tell us. Can you tell people a little bit about our dinner a couple of years ago, and what made you not go in, but maybe right now you'll consider?
Well, I'm going to have to go back and think of it. Having been dinged in the head a few times, I've got to do some recollecting. But I remember we had a very nice dinner, and you had a program that really didn't have the financing behind it, and I wanted to learn more about it. I wanted to understand more about it, just as I would with what you're doing right now. And then I'd be more than happy to take a look at it and consider, what part I might or not be able to play in it. That was the conversation we had at dinner. By the way, thank you for dinner. I'll thank you in advance.
I still show it off. I've got the picture. I've got the signed, autograph. I got Kirk Cousins on my fantasy team. He's wonderful. He's a Redskin, right?
Right. I think you've got a good choice there.
Yes. And I came away so impressed, not because you're a legend and I was starstruck and I love football, but because of your business acumen and the way I just said, man, you know what? Let's just get this to the next level. When we get the right financing behind us, I'm calling Joe, and it's happening today. I'm going to send you an email and explain all of this. But
that would be great.
All right, Joe. So you got my number. I really appreciate this. It was awesome to talk to you. I'm ready to cut you a deal and make you huge money with our coin. So please call me. All right, we got some.
I will call you back, Raphael.
All right, Mr. Joe Theismann, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Thank you very much.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Wow! Boom! That just happened.
I don't want to say another word.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, right?
Yep.
There's nothing less to be said. Thank you very much, Dan. Let's continue working. No time to waste. That was Joe Theismann.
Cheers. Peace.